Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another exciting night of Zwift racing action. We're back with the Monday Mafia Syrup Cup Maple Madness series put on by JD. The course tonight is going to be a handful of gravel, so you know what that means. Gravel bike's going to come out of the garage tonight, and it's at level 3 right now, my gravel bike, so hopefully it'll give me a bit of an advantage over some of the other guys in the race tonight. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to post up actually the profile of the course. It's 3 laps, and you can see there's quite a bit of elevation in the race tonight. And it's not the punchy sort of climbs that, I don't really lean towards. This is more of a steady climb, and I think it suits my riding style just a little bit more tonight. So we'll see how things work out. No rhinos in the race tonight, no rhinos on Discord, but maybe somebody might fan view and give me some encouragement along the way. It's going to be spicy. It's not a mass start tonight, so it's just the pen. And I'm actually racing up a category in these races, so it's going to be spicy from the start. Let's see what happens. Always stick around to the end for the race wrap-up, and ride on. So right from the start, hard out of the pen. Mike's up the road there. Thought, hey, let's go up and grab Mike's wheel. There's a little bit of a descent coming up here, a little bit up the road here. So I thought, well, I'd grab his wheel, see what happens here. We're already stringing out the group. They're probably wondering what are these 2 guys doing, doing this at the beginning of the race. But I used to do this a lot in the ways to start races a lot with like this. So not a big change for me. We're on the downhill now, and we'll see what happens here. Try to work a little bit with Mike. Maybe get a little bit of a gap on some of the riders. Make them work. Got to make them work. Burn some matches right from the start. I'm sure they love that. So yeah, we'll continue on the race here. All right, so we've collected up maybe, we got about 14 riders here, 14, 15 riders maybe here in the front group. All the big riders here. We got JD, we've got Mike, we've got MK, so we're all the gangs together now. And we're on the gravel. So now the gravel bike gets to shine, and we'll get to see how this performs tonight. Couple little bump sections here, but we haven't hit the major climb yet, and we're actually still on the lead in, so we haven't actually started the first lap. So let's continue on here and see how things play out. All right, so I noticed Hardwick and Mike going off the front here, so I thought, hey, I'm going to put in a bit of an effort here, grab their wheels. We're coming up to the suspension bridge, and it can get a little spicy here. Obviously, when it ramps up, you see the elevation there, the orange. So you definitely want to push hard over this, and everybody's sort of grouping up behind me here. There's still riders that are back 2 or 3 seconds back, so the group is definitely not together. And knowing that this is a crucial part of this course, I'm definitely going to give it the beans, let's say, and try to get some separation on the group. All right, pushing up, and look who it is. It's JD pushing up. He knows this route quite well. So yeah, just sort of push over the top. It does level out here, a little bit of a downhill section. You can see people start to coast. And here comes Darren, who's going to be a crucial character in this race tonight. Let's just say, no spoilers. But there goes Darren off the front. And I'm thinking, well, there's separation once again in the group. Everybody's getting slung out again. So I'm gonna work a little bit here, maybe grab Darren's wheel and see what happens. There are some riders sort of joining back up here, but Darren's got a little bit of a gap out front there. Still putting in a pretty good effort here, though. So that's actually pretty well the end of the lead-in portion of this race. Like I said, it's a very long lead-in. Was at almost over 4 kilometers lead-in, which isn't typical for these routes. But so we're basically we're starting more or less the first lap of the race, and it's still in a bit of a downhill section, flat downhill section, but that won't last for too long. All right, so the group is about, 13 riders, 13, 14 riders right now. JD's still in there. Is MK? Yep, MK's still in there. And as you can see by the profile, it's time to start climbing. And I don't know what I was thinking or what I was feeling at this point, but I said to myself, hey, let's go. So off I go. And I'm sure everybody was like, why is this guy going so hard at the start of this? But yeah, I already started to notice I'm starting to gain some time, starting to split things up quickly. So let's keep on the effort here and see how this goes. So still more or less on the gas here on this climb. Trying to settle into a bit of a pace here, but I'm also really watching the time gap. It's 6-7 seconds back. Still really strung out, I think, back there. There are some riders that are about 9 seconds, so there must be quite a group there as well. But I'm more or less looking at the first couple riders, and I'm just trying to settle in to a comfortable pace here. Because obviously, I'd like to get a gap of at least 15 seconds to feel a little bit more comfortable on this climb. But it's a long climb, so let's see how things go along for this first lap. So still working on the climb here, and something kind of weird happened here. So I'm looking at the time gaps, and Darren is sort of behind me there, and then he disappears. He's off the side display there. I don't know what happened. I see a couple riders. Well, one rider's pretty well right behind me. He's about 8 meters behind me. Mike is a couple seconds back. Another one's like 10 seconds. So I still got a gap on the main part of the group. But where did Darren go? I can't see Darren on the side panel anymore. So I don't know if he had a dropout or something weird happened. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, give it a couple more seconds here, Darren does reappear. There he is. So I'm not sure what happened there. It's almost like he ghosted or something, but there's actually no power-ups at all in this race. There he is. So so I'll go and grab Darren's wheel, the Ghostmeister there, Darren. And we still got a gap on Mike and another rider back there, Twite, I guess it is, or whatever his name is there. Yeah, and then the Flying Bobcat is 9 seconds. So let's go up and grab Darren's wheel and see if we can still keep a gap on the main group. All right, so hanging out with Darren still, heading to the suspension bridge again. And yeah, so Mike basically, he fell off the pace, Flying Bobcat off the pace, 13 seconds back. And then this other rider, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, Twig or Twite or something like that. He was more or less with Darren and myself. And we're going to push up the suspension bridge and try to keep that gap growing. That's about 13, 14 seconds back to another group of riders. So let's keep things going here, keeping things spicy. Here we go, ramping up. Let's go, Darren, let's go. So there was a bit of a downhill section there in the course, and I did notice that behind there was 4 or 5 riders that were gaining time, but I wasn't overly concerned. I was more or less thinking I need to rest up with Darren and with Twig we're going to go with, because just as they catch, it's time to climb again, and I'm feeling fresh, heart rate's back down, so I'm like, okay, let's go guys. You want to start going hard again? Because I'm going to start going hard again. There goes Mike. He's putting a bit of a dig in. And Joan's up there. So I'm like, okay, you guys might be hurting a little bit. I'm not. So I'm going to start climbing again. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so Mike and Jones are still sort of hanging with me. Darren's back there too. We're going to kick up again another section here, and I'm feeling, it's time to go again. It's time to put in some pressure on these guys and see if we can crack Mike and Jones off the back, and see if we can make another separation in the group. So at this point, managed to drop off Flying Bobcat, Breezy, Mike's back there too, and get to chill again with Darren. There's a little bit of draft on this, but not a ton, as I'm pulled beside him there getting no draft, but there's a little bit. But I wanted to keep this pace up. I didn't want those riders to get back on. They're 5-6 seconds back, and at this point in the race, being halfway into the second lap, I did not want to see those guys get back on again. So, gonna keep pushing up over the climb here with Darren, and let's continue. All right, back to the suspension bridge. I'm feeling a little bit tired at this point. Heart rate's not really coming down, and I get a nice little message there from Gordon from the Rhino Racing Club. He's giving me some encouragement there. He's saying that maybe the Flying Bobcat might get back on here. He's 7 seconds back. I didn't realize till after the race that he was like a very higher ranked rider than I was. I didn't realize that at the time. Had an idea about Darren, but not about the Bobcat rider. So there we go. Gordon's messaging me again there during the race. Also, Paul, one of our other Rhino racers, was also messaging me, giving me encouragement during the race as well. You see those messages popping up during the race. So once again, on the downhill section, was it like 3 or 4 or 5 riders managed to group back up? They actually commented there at one point that they wanted to put in a dig to catch us. So hey, have at it. Paul messaged me there saying, basically rest up. You can drop them on the climb. So once again, I just sort of sat in, recovered, get the heart rate back down again, and get ready for another climbing section here. Onto the third lap, final lap of the race. We got there about 5.5K to go in the race. So yeah, just resting up here and getting ready to start climbing once again. All right, here we go, starting the climb again. I think Darren had the same thought pattern as I did here, to basically sit in, see what's going to happen, because once again, these guys are going to be tired again. I'm pretty sure I can drop them again on the climb. Darren probably felt the same way. So we're kind of just surfing some wheels right now, a little bit of draft there. You can see my draft gauge there, 25 sort of thing. I'm thinking, okay, let's just see how this plays out. One rider starts to go a little bit there, but nothing too major, and I'm sure that they're watching me to see what I'm going to do here. Still waiting, still not even, I'm only at 4.0, 3.7 watts. Not really kicking it up yet. Darren's sort of sitting back there a little bit waiting to see too. So one rider starts, there's go Bobcat sort of off the front. So now Darren comes up beside me. He's thinking the same thing as me. It's time to go. So let's start climbing. Okay, so we're well into the climb here. More or less Bobcat there on the front, Darren, and then, I'm trying to hold Darren's wheel. The riders behind, they've tapped out, they're done. So really, it's coming down to the three of us right now. We got about 3.5K to go. I'm getting a little bit tired. I've been doing a lot of climbing, pushing pace pretty good tonight. So still trying to grab Darren's wheel there, try to stay with him. We'll see how this plays out the last 3 kilometers of the race. All right, so still surfing the wheels here. I don't plan on passing Bobcat, and Darren's just behind me. And then all of a sudden, the flying Bobcat decided it was go time. Look at that. He's lighting up. He's got the orange numbers. I'm thinking, crap, I got to start going. Darren's a little bit behind me. He's, 15 meters behind me? So he also has put in a dig. Look at that. 12, he's up to 12 watts per kilogram there. So he's going to catch my wheel, fly by me, and try to get up to Bobcat, because he knows at the end of the race, we're 2 kilometers here. There goes Darren. So he's got a good dig on. I'm trying. I'm like, oh man, I'm running out of gas. 2K to go. But I see this little bump on the road coming up there, and I'm thinking if I can get to that, over top of that little bump, and then into the orange section there, I might be able to grab these guys. But as you can see, they're starting to slip away from me. I'm starting to run out of gas. I look to see where the rider is behind me. 15 seconds back, I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty safe here. I can lock in 3rd place here. But I haven't given up completely. They're still within reach, a couple seconds here. But we're running out of real estate here. We're running out of road. All right, back to the suspension bridge, and I'm just about cooked right now. Like I'm just trying to recover a bit on this downhill. There I am. That's how I feel right now. So I can see, yeah, they're 3-4 seconds up. They're pushing over the top there. And I'm like, okay, so I'm more focused now at this point on the rider behind me. I do not want to get caught with all the effort I put in tonight. I do not want to lose getting the podium here. So I'm still going to continue on here, about 1.2 kilometers to go. I can't give up my effort here, and we need to get to that finish line. So what do we got here? 600 meters to go. I can actually see them up the road there. They're what, 3-4 seconds ahead of me there. But we're running out of road. We got 400 meters here. Whether they're going to start sprinting or not, they're probably just playing cat and mouse right now, trying to see who's going to go first on the lead out. 300 meters, yeah, they're definitely getting ready. Let's see their numbers light up here. I'm at 250 meters. They're very close to finish. And let's see, yep, there we go. There goes Darren. He's lit up. There's the Bobcat lit up. So they were sprinting it out for the finish there. And I got 100 meters. I'm well clear of the rider behind me, 24 seconds. You can't actually see the finish line here, but it's right around there is where the finish line is. Usually there's a bit of a banner there. You can see my excitement, third place. Got it. Whew, stoked. Stoked on the finish tonight. That was quite a race. So yeah, let's maybe get into the race wrap up for tonight. All right, race wrap up time. Well, what can I say? I think this is probably, I got to put this as one of my top 10 races on Zwift that I've been able to participate in. I've been in almost 300 races, I think, on Zwift right now, and this is definitely one of my top 10. Everything sort of just came together tonight for me, whether it was the gravel course or the gravel bike or what it was. Climbing legs came to play tonight. It just was a great it was a great race. I really had a great time. Yeah, everything sort of just played out. I also want to thank Paul and Gordon, who actually were messaging me there. You can see the orange messages. There's one comes up right there. Great job from Paul. They were watching on FanView, so I wasn't able to talk to them on Discord, which was unfortunate. There actually wasn't any Rhino racers in this race tonight with me, which has felt kind of weird. It's been a long time. As you watch my videos, there's always people talking on the Discord chat, and this felt kind of strange tonight to just be sort of alone. But I didn't feel alone because Paul and Gordon were messaging me during the race, and that really meant a lot to me. So thanks a lot, guys. So yeah, it all played out. I didn't realize till after the race how strong Flying Bobcat actually was. He actually is ranked a lot higher rider than I am in the system. So if I had known that, would I played it differently? Hard to say. I think maybe if I had pushed harder on the steep part of the climb there, I might have been able to drop him. But yeah, he definitely had some power numbers at the end there. So congratulations to him for the race tonight. He did great. And Darren, yeah, great time with Darren. Darren's a great rider from the Dirt Racing Club. And there's Darren right there, second place. Great job, Darren. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed the action tonight. Something a little bit different, not having everybody on Discord chatting and me doing sort of voiceovers for the race. So hope you enjoyed it. So as always, subscribe, like, comment, come back anytime, and ride on.